Let's be honest. Picking up items in easy FPS works, but it feels outdated, like something ripped straight from a bargain bin mobile game. If you want your project to feel more like a modern FPS with smooth, immersive interactions, you're in the right place. In this video, we will show you how we built a custom interaction system for the retro FPS game Undead Sentence. With it, players can grab ammo, health packs, and even keys seamlessly from the environment, adding depth and polish to the gameplay. Let's jump in and level up your game design. Welcome, fellow game devs. I'm R7, the official spokesman for Artificially Inked. After experimenting with countless hosts and formats, it turns out my robotic charm and razor-sharp wit are still the fan favorite.
So, does this mean Larry still has a job?
As long as you and your army of Larry bots stay out of the vault, I think you're safe. Honestly, I'm not sure anything could get you fired at this point. Now, let's get into today's tutorial. If you're here, I'll assume you're already working inside Easy FPS Editor. The good news? This interaction system is so straightforward, it works all the way back to early Alpha 1 builds. The catch? You'll need some basic scripting know-how and a solid grasp of state machines. If you're new to either of those, don't worry, our channel already has tutorials to get you up to speed. For everyone else, let's jump right in. This system is built in two parts. Part 1 is the decoration script. This is where the real logic happens. Here, we can reward the player with items like ammo or health, or trigger bigger events like spawning enemies, opening doors, or just about anything else you can imagine. The possibilities are endless. Part 2 is the state machine tied to the decoration. Its job is simple but essential. It handles the HUD feedback, letting the player know exactly what action just took place. Did they grab ammo? Unlock a door? The HUD instantly communicates that. Now, let's build this step by step. First, create a basic decoration. How you set this up depends on how you want it to behave. If it's a decoration the player can interact with repeatedly, like this searchable trash can, then just set it up normally with your sprites or 3D models. After interacting, it stays in the world, and players can come back to it as many times as you allow. But for a one-time interaction, like looting ammo from a fallen enemy, we take a different approach. In this case, you'll create a blank decoration with no sprites at all. It's just a placeholder object for interaction. Once triggered, it executes its function, like giving ammo, and then deletes itself from the game world. These decorations are flexible too. You can drop them into your map manually, or spawn them dynamically with scripts to represent switches, enemies, doors, or just about anything else you want players to interact with. Let's dive into the code. Here's an example of our item search script. When the player walks up to this entity and presses E, here's what happens step by step. The script is triggered automatically using Auto 1. Next, it plays the sound effects we've set up in our sound folder. This gives instant feedback to the player. Once the sounds finish, a separate decoration is spawned into the world. This decoration is blank, but it contains a state machine that handles our HUD response, letting the player know exactly what action just executed. We'll cover this HUD setup in a moment. Finally, the player is awarded the item, in this case, health. Since this is a one-time interaction, the entity deletes itself immediately after giving the reward. The script also returns a value of 3, which ensures our sounds play correctly in real time. With that foundation in place, let's move on to the second piece of the puzzle, the decoration that spawns our HUD information. The final piece of the puzzle is another blank decoration. This one handles our state machine, which controls both the timing and any extra animations tied to the HUD image. For this setup, we're using a simple decoration FSM, taken straight from the wiki page. Here's how it works. In the idle state, we call for our HUD image to appear. Because this decoration is set to 0 health, the HUD image is automatically cleared once the decoration reaches the end of its death animation. The result is a clean, short burst of feedback that tells the player exactly what action just occurred, whether that's picking up health, ammo, or triggering another event. It's fast, simple, and keeps the gameplay experience feeling polished and responsive. And there you have it, a fresh approach to searching and interacting with objects in your game world. This system works a lot like the ones you've seen in big-budget titles like Resident Evil or Fallout, but now, you've got that same power right inside Easy FPS Editor. If you'd like to see this system in action, head over to Steam and check out the demo for Undead Sentence. And while you're there, don't forget to wishlist the game. It helps us out more than you know.
Run! Run! Run!
See? This is exactly what I meant, Larry. Don't you and your bots have an actual job to do? If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you'll never miss our latest game dev content. Alright, enough shameless plugs for one day. I'd better go deal with whatever nightmare these bots just unleashed. Wish me luck.